So I think right now we are seeing Beijing get cold feet. We are seeing in Uzbekistan and in the Chinese media suggestions that the Chinese are distancing themselves from Mr. Putin. And I don't think it's hard to figure out why. This war is not going well for Russia. Russia is doubling down by drafting some 300,000 Russians, and it's leading to an enormous political protest, and Russians are heading to the exits. In Donbass and other regions, the Russians are holding a referendum and appearing to get ready to annex chunks of Ukraine. This all makes the government in Beijing uncomfortable. So I do think that quietly and subtly, Beijing is putting some distance between itself and the war in Ukraine.
So, I mean, is Xi Jinping's latest, small exchange with Putin at the SCO summit, a change in position? I probably not. If it was a major change in position, we would have heard something more clearly, but I think it does reflect China's significant ambivalence and regret behind the scenes at what Russia is doing and how it is not at all enhancing China's efforts that include a much broader set of objectives across the world, including soft power issues.
I often come back to this formulation put forth by Evan Medeiros. He talks about China's policy trilemma when it comes to Russia. So if you're China, you want to maintain, at least nominally, you want to maintain your commitment to sovereignty and territorial integrity, which also applies to Ukraine. You don't want to abandon Russia, but you also want to stabilize your relationships in the West. It's very difficult to achieve those three objectives at the same time. And the longer this war goes on, the more difficult it's going to be for China to sustain that balancing act.